What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about how to develop explosive power like Mike Tyson, like those athletes out there. When they throw shots, you just go, oh, it's just so brutal and dangerous looking. We want that. And to make sure we can accomplish it, there's a number of elements which we have to make sure we have in our combo game. So today we're going to talk about 5 things you absolutely need to develop that explosive combo power. I can't imagine anybody on this channel has not watched a Mike Tyson fight or Mike Tyson hitting the pads. These type of fighters who are so explosive have some elements which just make them so dangerous. And today I want to make sure that you understand these and can implement them into your training starting today. But before we get to that, I want to take a moment and give a shout out to the sponsor of this episode, Optimizers, and their magnesium supplement. I just fought over this past weekend, and maybe a lot of you guys don't realize that I was initially supposed to fight May 20th. Karate Combat comes along and says, Gabriel, we're moving you back to June 24th. And I went, oh my gosh. You guys might not understand, but 10 weeks of training time is what I need, not 15. And as training camp just kept going and going and going, I felt my body just starting to die out. What did I do? I increased my magnesium intake with this supplement so that my sleep was improved and I can get that recovery I needed while resting, but also so my body was recovering from all the massive trauma I'm putting on it, which is something that magnesium can help with. This is my daily supplement now. It's the one that I highly recommend you guys try. It's a small price to try for a month. You just need a bottle. I'd say give it a shot if you have not already. You can head down, click in the link there, magnesiumbreakthrough.com/Gabriel. Use that promo code Gabriel10 to save 10%. And if you're following this channel, you believe in the information I'm sharing with you, you trust me, take a shot on this. I will not steer you wrong. So we're moving back into explosive combo power. Now, very often in kickboxing, let's say, people stand fairly straight, especially Muay Thai, fairly straight. Trying to get that explosive combo power is more difficult when you're in that position. And also, very often it's move in, throw for lots of speed so you can get your kick off. But today I want to focus on how we're going to develop that punching power, and then of course you can throw the kick at the end if you want, once you've rattled your opponent. The first thing that I want you to try and work to start an explosive combo is to be out of range and move in very quickly. The back foot, very important. The back foot is going to be digging into the ground, whether you like flat-footed or heel elevated, and from there you're going to push yourself in. Just like when you're getting ready to do a sprint, you don't put your weight 50-50 and just sort of push off with both feet. You really drive out of that back leg on the first step. We're doing that same thing. You have to explode out into that initial movement. The next thing that we want to do to have an explosive combo, to start off explosive, is to time the landing with my first punch, whatever that's going to be. It's going to ensure that my first punch has lots of power, and it's an explosive combo from there that will allow me to follow up, because when I rattle the person or hit them hard on the first one, most likely they're going to shell. It's going to make it that much easier to continue to be explosive. So time that punch, explosive movement forward, and boom, land your first shot. And additional point, especially on that first movement, if you can engage some movement through the head as you throw that initial shot, I push and I drop. This is number one on that initial motion, going to keep you safe. If the person across from you happens to throw a counter punch, most likely they're going to come up the middle. So I explode forward, boom, and I get my head off the center line. In addition to that, it's now going to move me into stage number 3, which is utilizing your legs. We don't do this very often in kickboxing to the same extent, because we want to be ready to let those legs go. and it's harder to throw legs when I'm down here. But in terms of being explosive with your combo in regards to hands, when I get myself here, I can now lift out into the next shot, throw a couple more power shots, drop my weight, and then lift out. Engaging those legs is going to make a world of difference in increasing the explosivity of each individual shot. And you want to have that to form that explosive combo. The next thing which we obviously have to do is we have to maximize the hand speed. I can be explosive through the legs, I can time my punches, drop my head to the side, but if my shots are kind of slowish, it's not going to be very explosive. Remember, what equals power? Speed and follow through. If you can put those two together, you're going to have explosiveness. And in addition, trying to minimize the time between punches. The speed, not slow, but boom, and the time between punches is going to be fairly minimal. The last element which I want you to add to maintain that explosiveness is to progress forward with your combo. Not have one initial motion and then stand here and go back upright. Most likely, your opponent will start with some backwards movement. They might not move their feet. They may do that, but it might just be here and just a little tip. Still, you're going to need to follow. So it could be that initial push and then big steps to keep up with them, or it could be that initial explosive movement and then tiny little steps as I finish off. Either one is fine, but I still want to progress forward. And this is something that many people are not good at. They're good at forward and back, forward, plant, punch, and then back to movement. But to be able to progress forward while bending your knees, getting your head off the center line, using those legs, all of that starts becoming a little bit more explosive, especially when we add in that speed element. Do we have to be as explosive as Mike Tyson? No, absolutely not. He had God-given explosiveness, obviously trained it and improved it, but we can't all be like that. We're not all built like that, but you can improve the explosiveness of your combos by using everything I listed out today. Drilling, drilling, drilling. You will start to feel everything come together. You will start to feel like you're hitting harder and people are going to get rattled by your combos. And that is a great thing when you step in and you throw and you realize this person has no real counter because they're so scared in there that they just don't want to let their hand leave their head. Short little tutorial for you guys today. That is it. Remember to check out Magnesium Breakthrough in the link below. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please give it a like. Get subscribed if you have not already. As always, guys, train hard. I will see you back here soon for another video.